Hello YouTubers, once again doing my annual IBUYPOWER update. As you can see, I have the nice Zelda background. It is great. For this update I will show you what I've done since the last update. During that update I had upgraded it a little bit to 18 gigs of RAM, a new power supply, and a new graphics card. This time around, just a quick run through, I have put in a new water cooling solution, transferred everything to a new case, a really nice case, and did some new fans, redid my own wire management. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's the best ever done, but it seems to be alright. And upgraded my keyboard twice. We'll get into that in a little bit. But here we go. So the same monitor, that may be up for some upgrading here soon. I don't know. Depends on how money comes around. But I will start with the keyboard. So this is the Corsair Vengeance. I believe this one's the K70 with backlighting. And this keyboard, I like it for a few reasons. MX Red, or was it Cherry MX Red switches on all keys. You have a nice aluminum backing plate that works out really well. You can change intensity of LEDs for 3 settings including off. You have a barrel roller for your volume and some media keys. You can also lock your Windows keys while gaming, so you don't hit that pesky Windows key and get yourself knocked out of your game. And you can also program which keys you want on. Here you can see I have just those ones and these ones lit up, and then I can have them all lit up. So it's a pretty good keyboard. I accidentally spilled soda on a Corsair Vengeance K60, exact same keyboard, just with no fancy backlighting, and a little bit of soda went a long way in destroying that one. Basically went right down through the keys into the circuit board underneath and killed it. Didn't take much after that. I tried drying it out, pulling it apart. They don't come apart very easily, so that was that. My great girlfriend got me a pair of Turtle Beach PX21 headset. I like them. They seem to work pretty well. They also work well with Xbox, so that's why I kind of want these ones, because you can go back and forth between the two. Not the fanciest, but they have pretty good sound and a good microphone on them. Does the job. Now to mostly what the mods that I have done. This is the new case. Get some light over here. This is, you has a lot of dust. This is a Corsair Graphite 600T case. You can see it comes with a white LED. I believe that's a 200mm fan in the front. But I got this to replace the original IBUYPOWER case, because that case is actually rather small on the inside, and this one has a lot of functionalities that I really liked. Part of it being in the front, you can pop off the dust panel a lot easier. I still have the original light scribe drive that I got from IBUYPOWER. Still works, but like most PC users, you probably don't use your drive bay a whole ton. Up top, you have fan control, USB 3.0. I think that's i394 or something like that. I don't use it. Microphone, headset, regular USB, power, and reset. So I like the case. I got white because 9 out of 10 times people's cases are black. Figured, heck, I'll go with white. Another great feature is to get into the side. You just pop your two buttons off and away it comes off. This case, the white one comes with two window panels. You can either have the clear Lexan plastic or you can have a grate. And the grating you can mount fans too, so if you wish to mount more fans, you can do that as well. As you can see in here, this is the same IBUYPOWER motherboard that originally came with it, the same processor. This processor is now clocked to, I overclocked it to 4 gigahertz. Intel i7 920, I believe. I'm going to pull up the information. But anyway, while that's coming up, I upgraded to a Corsair. I believe this is the H100i water cooling solution. The I is this extra link right here that allows you to use Corsair's their software to set your fans. And you can see up top that is a 240 millimeter fan. Radiator, and it's got quite a bit of dust in there. It needs some dusting, and that really takes care of any of the cooling. Overclocking to 4 gigahertz, which is, I'd call it a mid-level clock. It's not 4.8 or anything, but it's up there a little, and the processor doesn't barely even heat this thing up. You can see the Corsair case has a lot of wire management, and I have it relatively clean. I kept the tacky blue LED because I think I said it before, I'm kind of a sucker for LED, or I think that's neon or whatever, but it's blue. And the Corsair, between the case and the water cooling solution, they give you this. You can pop the top, there we go, and on top you can mount your fans for the radiator, which I thought was just slick. Although I will say, the fans do fit in there a little tight, and it wants to bow this piece out a little. Now those are the fans that Corsair gives you with the water cooling solution. So figured if they're building a case and a water cooling solution that's meant to go together, you get a little better fit and finish here than this lip. But I can't complain. I think it's cool. It gives you neat mounting, and you don't really have to worry about where you're running your fan and everything. So I like that. Here's the big fan in the front cooling the hard drive. That is the stock hard drive that I got from IBUYPOWER. Still kicking. It's a Western Digital. I think a Caviar Black. I think 7200 RPMs, 650 gigabits. But I think that's right. But either way, it's still working. So far, all the original IBUYPOWER stuff that's in here is still kicking. Even the original RAM that they gave me, which was kind of no-name, random stuff. So I have to hand them to them. I know a lot of you guys are saying, "Oh, IBUYPOWER's terrible and this and that," and I won't tell you you're wrong. But I will say I have been one of the lucky few that everything has played out pretty well for me. And that's pretty much it for the case. The backside is just a big white panel. Identical shape and size as this one, just no window and solid white. This is painted case. There you go. Painted metal, which I like. Big fans, big feet. This case is quite a bit bigger than my old case, so it takes up more desk space. And my desk space is pretty small because I live in a tiny apartment and I need all the space I can get. Now, to prove I'm doing, to prove I'm doing 4 gigahertz, focus, that is 4009 point whatever megahertz. I believe you can see that there. Oh, okay, it's an Intel i7 960, which originally came clocked at 3.2 gigahertz, which shows here. In my overclocking escapades, I tried doing it step by step like you're supposed to, and I couldn't get it, and I couldn't get it, and I kind of did something you shouldn't do, but I just went and I looked up on an overclocking forum somebody that had the same processor, and I think they had the same motherboard, and basically they had posted a screenshot of their numbers. I plugged it in and plugged their numbers into my system, and then proceeded to stability test. I think I did 1 day stability testing with Intel burn test, and it's held fine. I can't complain at all. It's super stable through everything I've done. Battlefield, Red Orchestra, anything I throw at it. A little bit of video encoding. I don't really do any audio or anything. Very little video encoding, but basically it's stable. So yeah, this is the third IBUYPOWER, or what's left of IBUYPOWER update. So any questions, leave them in the comments. Give a like if you feel inclined to do so, or at least for Mr. Link there and the horse. And I forget the guy's name that did this thing. I got it on the background. I got it on DeviantArt, but it's pretty cool. You have Hyrule Castle, Hyrule Field, the Great Deku Tree, Kokiri Village, little Triforce in here, and the volcano. So I like it. Yeah, give a like, comment, rate, subscribe, anything you like. So thanks a bunch.